Welcome to my channel. I am Ben, the business analyst expert.
In today's video, we're going to talk about how a foreigner can open a U.S. bank account. But before getting more insight into the main content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get the latest update of our channel. There are a lot of business opportunities in the U.S., but a lot of foreigners are not able to take advantage of these opportunities because they do not know whether or not it is possible to open a U.S. bank account. The answer is yes. A foreigner, non-resident, expat, or traveler can open a bank account in the U.S. However, the process is not as easy as it used to be and requires patience and planning. According to the Civil Rights Act of 1964, banks and private institutions can contract with foreigners, but unfortunately, many banks rule it an unsafe option and avoid it, while only a few banks have this as a valid option. After 9/11, the Patriot Act set strict regulations for foreigners opening accounts in the U.S. banks to avoid money laundering and terrorism problems. All banks must follow these guidelines to verify the individual's identity. Regardless, requirements change slightly from one bank to another. Some banks rule that you must have a U.S.-based address. Online banks rule you must have a SSN or an ITIN for a foreigner, and so on. But first, who would need a U.S. bank account? A U.S. bank account do wonders for businesses, especially small or medium-sized businesses abroad. Looking to expand their business? If you have U.S.-based clients or partners, you probably know by now that international transfers can be very expensive. Most U.S. businesses prefer using local methods for their easiness and speed, like ACH transfers, direct deposits, or sending checks. So having it would definitely give you a smoother workflow with partners or businesses you deal with in the U.S. Others that would benefit from it are international students and need quick funding access, tourists, frequent travelers to the U.S., and even online shoppers. Many online stores only accept U.S. bank options. Shopping online with a U.S. bank account is a lot easier than using an international account to avoid extra fees and currency exchange problems. How to open a U.S. bank online account? There is more than one way to get this done. Each has its set of pros and cons. These options are opening a U.S. bank online account, going to the U.S. to open an account, or trying to open an account with an international bank that has a branch in your country, or use a third-party service. Number 1. Set up a bank account online. This is probably the least used solution because it's the longest process, and your account may still be disapproved insufficient identity verification. Banks like Citibank, Chase, Bank of America, and Silicon Valley Bank offer online bank accounts or online banking solutions. However, each bank has its own set of conditions, so it'll be best to contact the bank and find out what documents need to be submitted. Then you can email or fax them. There's one common factor when setting up bank accounts online, and that's having an ITIN, Individual Taxpayer Identification Number. This, in addition to their identification, like your passport, proof of residency, etc., will boost your chances of getting accepted. None of these banks are guaranteed to have you open a bank account in the U.S., but it's worth a try. If the bank has a branch in your country, going directly to the bank is your second best option. Number 2, go to an international bank's branch. These banks have branches inside and outside of the U.S., like HSBC or Barclays. If possible, head to your local branch and inquire what needs to be done. You will either need to verify your identification and funds with the local branch if the U.S. branch approves this. If not, you may be required to go to the U.S. to get it done. Many businessmen seek the option to get their accounts open before traveling to the U.S. In the end, going to the U.S. to get your bank set up is your best option. Number 3, travel to the U.S. This is the third and most common option to get your U.S. bank account. It's common because it's the easiest and the most guaranteed to get approved and running. If you have the funds to travel and have U.S.-based clients, moving to the U.S. is what you need to do. Certain banks can get this done for you quickly without much trouble and are well known for their foreign policy, like Wells Fargo or Citibank. Number 4, use a third-party service. If you're not successful opening a bank account online on your own and you're not able to travel to the U.S., there is a third-party service I recommend people to use. It's called Express Filing. It can assist you with the whole process. They can help you with company formation, banking solution, virtual U.S. address, U.S. phone number, and more. And they can do this without a SSN or ITIN. I placed our link in the description below. We also placed a link to one of our videos that goes over the requirements you should follow to open a U.S. bank account as a non-U.S. resident as soon as possible. See you in the next video, and until then, keep smiling.
Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done it yet, and don't forget to click the notification button. I hope you guys learned and enjoyed this video. Thank you, and have a great day.